Hi guys, long time no see. Before getting into the video, just going to give a quick update on Abbie. After spending 45 days in the hospital, she is now allowed to come home for a little bit. She's done her first block of chemo, and even though we've had a couple of tough days, and I won't lie, it has been tough, even tougher than the first time sometimes, but she's handled it superbly and just took it in a stride as she usually does. And now she will have a bone marrow test on Thursday the 18th of June, and from the results of that will depend on what stage 2 will be. While she's been in the hospital, there can only be one parent there at a time, so after visits and that, I've discovered micro jigging, and I've been able to squeeze a couple of sessions in on my local canal, just fishing with like 1-inch lubbers before or after going up to the hospital and seeing Abbs after work. And it's made a unfishable canal really, because I know there's not much pike in there. Fishable, and I've been really enjoying getting into the small perch and the odd surprise in the bream, unfortunately. But I've had like roach and chub go after the lure as well, and it's been really enjoyable just passing the time, just make things a little bit easier, a little bit with these micro jigging. But today, as she has come home and I'm not at work, I'm going to do a quick early morning session on the river for the first time this year. So I went up there at 6 o'clock in the morning and did an hour and a half there, and this is the video. Hope you enjoy. As you can see, the level of the river is perfect and there is a bit of colour. Now the colour isn't that bad, there's still quite a bit of visibility, which gave me confidence that you could still get some action with the lubbers. You'll also see in a bit that I'm wearing a glove. Now I don't like wearing gloves pike fishing. Like a lot of people when you first started, I wore it, and I know John Wilson wore ones for unhooking, but I feel they take up room, they make your hand thicker and take up room when you try and chin out a pike, and also can take the slime off the pike. Now I cut my finger at work and I thought I had some plasters in the car, but I didn't. So I put a latex glove on just to protect that cut, and with it being latex, I don't think it does much damage to the pike and the slime. So I'm not being a Michael Jackson impersonator, it's just to protect my cut from the dirt. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. I thought it might just be a matter of finding one. One out of these, just keep it harsh. And you'll be able to get it over. Yay. There you go, first little jack of the river season. Just heading back to go and do some micro jigging. And out it came and got the little fly brilliantly. Let's get him back. Oh gosh, where you come from? Oh, right down by your feet. What a fight. Might stay on a little bit longer. Come on, in you come. Yeah, nice one. Whew. Always pays to do it right to your feet. Well, an absolute cracking take, brilliant fight, a lovely lean river pike for this time of the year. Came in, smashed the fly absolutely brilliantly. Let's get him back. He's ready to go. Thank you very much. Oh. Off he goes. Oh yes, there we go. Another one just in time. Yeah. So here we go. This is the last one. I've got about 6 minutes before you have to start paying for the car park. So this will be the last fish. Oh, cracking hour and a half session. So what a great little session that was. When I first came up, I knew the river levels were going to be okay because I checked the river app, but I didn't know about the colour, and it had coloured up, but it weren't too bad. But when I started fishing what I class as like the banker peg, where you tend to get quite a few out and I wasn't getting anything, my confidence started to go. I started to think, is it too coloured? As this rain we've had last night put them off, and I needed just that little fish to keep me motivated, and I'm glad I did, with that big one coming in close to the edge. It just goes to show that you should always retrieve right to your feet, and a lot of the times I lose concentration and I don't, but that's where a lot of takes can happen. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to head back, have a bite to eat, see how the land lies, see what the time is because I've got to take Abbs back up to the hospital for some medicine. I might get out and do some micro jigging before. So you'll either have a little bit of micro jigging on the end of this, or just be finished. So if it is finished, until next time, whenever that is, tight lines. There we go. Oh, bigger perch behind him. Hopefully he'll stay there. There we go, look at that beautiful perch. And there was a bigger perch behind him. So I'm just going to plop him in the net up here and see if that perch will come. Let's see if that bigger perch is around. Now the reason I've gone for these 2-inch lubbers, which is usually a bit bigger than what I've been using, is to see if the bigger fish will be about. So I did follow it right in, so hopefully it might come and get this one, because that one was bigger than that one. What I like about these FFS 2-inch fries is that on the way down, when it just falls, his tail's working as well. Whereas a lot of the small shads, on the drop, the tails aren't working, whereas this one does. I've only just really used them. Started using them, but instant results always gives you the confidence. Oh, look, that big one's gone there. And this is just on a 1 gram jig head from AGM, £6 fluoro carbon leader, which I'm thinking of going down to probably about a £4. There are a couple of pike in here, not too many. The head of pike in here is very low, which is why I'm not using a wire trace, but I have got a wire trace on me if I need them. I'm sure I have seen some chub in here recently, and there are some shoals of bream which I don't want, but I have caught a couple. Oh, it's a shame that big one's gone by the looks of it. So let's have a look at this perch a bit better. They've been in absolutely beautiful condition, beautiful colours. Scales have been absolutely fantastic recently. So let's have a little look, a better look. Now this is bigger than the stamp I've been catching recently, but again, absolutely, oops, beautiful condition, beautiful colours. So I like a better perch. Don't think there's a bigger fish on a perch. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's get him back. No, this spot doesn't scream out predators, nothing does. You'd expect all sorts to be hanging around this bit. Oops. Oh, a little one's just coming again. There he is, look. Look at that. Very beautiful. Very gorgeous. Right in between them two. There we go, another little one. Brilliant sport. Even though it's slower today, and I don't know, just look how far he's took that down. Greedy thing. Oops. I should really change that lure, but I'm going to change it completely in a bit. Another little one. Right, time to change, I think. So I've changed over now to this crazy fish, little paddle tail thing. They're about an inch, which is like half the size of the one I was just using, and I think this is like a 0.7 jiggered. So on this one I'm expecting more bites from smaller stuff, and it's been doing well, especially in that colour, which is like a motor oil dark green with red flake. in it. It's been doing quite well for me. There's a little one. There you go. That's like the stamp I've been getting, a bit bigger, but a great sport. Just right underneath that floating weed there, just where you'd expect a predator to be. Oh, another one there again, and again. There we go, another one. Look at that little baby one. Beautiful. So I mean, I think kids would love it. Look at that, perfect. So you can make it 3 in a row. Nearly had one of a swipe at it right at the end. You can see flashes all underneath there, which tells me that they're not that far down. So let's keep it up near the surface, see if anything pops out of there. Oh yeah, one's come out, still there, little one. It's coming back for it again, still. No, let's try the other side of the weed. Gosh, there's a lot of sunken branches, and you get snagged up on them, you probably lose your jig head and everything because it's not very strong line braid I'm using. Look at that. Oh, off it goes. Went for that twice then, that one did. Right, last cast. Yes. I always like to end up and finish on a fish. And another pristine conditioned, beautiful perch to finish off. Thank you very much and goodbye. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, whenever that is, tight lines.